Actually have something interesting I've been thinking about lately. I wonder what you guys think of it. Because Paul, I know that we've been talking about resistance
Mm.
before. So Dylan, that's where we're talking about this book called The War of Art. I don't know if you've heard of it or have read it. Um, in
Is
it,
it War Art of War
no,
by
War
Sun
of
Tzu?
Art, War of
War
Art.
of Art.
Yeah,
Okay, okay,
it's a
okay.
play.
It's a
It's a
play
play
on
on
the
the
Sun Tzu book.
yeah
Gotcha.
yeah.
Okay. Yeah, yeah,
It's a play on the Art of War because that's a more famous book, right? So
yeah, yeah.
there's The War of Art, which has a play on the title. Um, it's a book about creativity, I think, and creative
Mm-hmm.
endeavors, which is what we're doing right on YouTube.
Mm-hmm.
And the author discusses this concept of resistance as the enemy that all creatives must confront when they do creative works. So
Mm.
it's the reason why we procrastinate, for instance. Um, I would sometimes walk around my room back and forth by myself, just walking around, pacing back and forth, just to avoid sitting in front of my desk and work on my YouTube videos. Even though I love making YouTube videos and I know that that's the best thing I can do for my day, I would just literally be walking back and forth in my room just to avoid sitting down, right? And Paul, I think yours is like laying around on the bed or something like that.
I That's what I did before I made that video. I was lying down before I filmed. Yeah.
Right. So we all have these habits of just escaping the critical task that we know is the best thing for us to do that we love to do. It's the creative endeavor, but there's this resistance to doing it. Um, anyways, before recently, I was working as a consultant on a project. So in corporate consulting, your work is project based. So you would be staffed on different projects, and your work is different depending on the project. But between projects, there's this thing called bench. So I was on a project and I hated my job. Every day I wake up, I log into to work, I feel this pain. It's like, ah, fuck, I hate this. I hate my job. And after work, I have maybe like an hour or two to work on YouTube. And I was incredibly productive by working on YouTube because I know this is the only hour I got. I better get something done now or I would never get it done. Right. So when I was working full time on YouTube, when I had a full time job that I hated, I was incredibly productive on YouTube. I was making at least on average one new video a week, maybe even more while having a full time job. And then I finished my project and I went on vacation when I was on bench. And I was churning out the same number of videos that I did when I was working full time, maybe less. And because I was just fucking walking around in my room, I'm sort of watching YouTube videos, checking Instagram, whatever else I'm doing, anything but working on YouTube. I've got all days to work on YouTube. I'm not doing it. Right? I have my desk. I have everything I need. Right? I don't have a job, at least not right now. But I'm just taking the same amount of time, if not longer, to churning out these new videos. Um, and during that time, I also forget about how much I hate my job because I'm not working my job. Right? I can wake up whenever I want. It was a great period. It was fun. It was fun, but it was not productive. And then recently, I got back on the project, and immediately I remember, oh fuck, I hate this job. YouTube better work. I better make an income on YouTube. Otherwise, I'll be stuck in this job I hate for the rest of my life. And I remember feeling so much regret for the last month that I've wasted because I was just not working on YouTube. And I thought it was interesting that I was able to forget the pain of my job so quickly. It's like the pain is vivid, and, and I really hate this job. But the moment I stop working on it, the urgency is gone. Right? And now that I'm working on my job again, the urgency is back. And quitting my job has always been a priority. But now I worry that if I were to quit my job, I wouldn't be I wouldn't feel the urgency to work on YouTube videos. Um, and I'm not sure there's a point I want to make about this. It's just I'm just been observing this, and I really would like your take on it because I don't like to be always solely motivated by pain because our work on YouTube is ultimately a creative endeavor, and it's fun to be creative, right? In my best moments, I'm having fun making YouTube videos, and I love making it, and I love the result of it. Um, but if I always have to use pain as a motivator, then I'm not really at my best because I'm having this tiger chasing me at my back. Essentially, I'm kind of in a rush to produce this video. Yes, I'm productive, but I'm not truly creative because I'm sort of being stifled by the pain. So ideally, I don't have to rely on the pain as a motivator, and I can just have the discipline to do something I enjoy. But at the same time, based on my experience in the last couple of months, I'm not trusting myself to be able to stay disciplined and productive without the pain. Yeah, I wonder what your thoughts on that. Have you noticed something similar in your process or in your work, or just totally talking out of my ass here?
As far as I go, that makes a lot of sense. I want to provide two opposing perspectives for you to kind of consider here. First of all, if you feel like your work is like a tiger kind of chasing you and like the pain of wanting to get out of it, as soon as you are done working, as soon as you take that break, your body and mind need time to recover. So there's a certain level of like exhausted. You're exhausted from kind of fighting through your days of stuff you don't normally want to do. So I don't want to go completely against the book that taught the War of Art, because there's some things that is saying it seems to be true, but don't discount the fact that you were metaphorically running from a tiger for as long as until you got that break. So you had this rest that you just needed, and if you're not getting enough rest, or especially if you're powering things on overdrive, as soon as you get that glimpse of rest, your body's going to automatically take it. So it's possible your brain was distracting you on purpose to make you rest. Just an opposite perspective. But another thing to also consider is cavemen didn't leave the cave when they were full of food. They left the cave once they were starving, and they had to go find out if they were going to die or find food over there. That's when they left the cave. That's kind of a basic human instinct. Once we're comfortable and we're full, we stop looking for food because we don't really need it. We've got everything we need. It's dangerous to look for more. There are some human beings that have learned how to rewire that part of their brain, and like Elon Musk, who will never stop looking for more food, good and bad. But humans get complacent when we get time to get comfortable. It's just what we do. If we're not hungry, we've got nothing pushing us, then we get complacent and we just kind of rest. But as far as I go, here in Peru, I've had more time and less energy to work on my YouTube videos as well. So I completely agree with you there. I've definitely noticed. Now, I've more recently started a new job that has been eating up more of my energy, but I've noticed slowly as I've had more time here, even though I love making the YouTube videos, and some days that was like my sole reason for getting up and out of bed when I was really feeling depressed. I've noticed as time has gone on, it's been a little bit harder and a little bit harder to want to make those videos. But I always feel great once they're out. I feel great, and when I'm actually working on them, it's fun. But it's that time in between where I'm like, I actually have to click the record button, or I actually have to edit it. Like the act of starting is like, it's like there's a brick wall in between it. I completely get that. What are your thoughts, Paul?
Lewis, what you've been struggling with is what I have been struggling since day one with YouTube, because I have a comfortable life. I'm not even paying, well, I'm not even like have to worry about rent and income really. So I've been struggling for the past 2 years of of posting YouTube, and I always stumble into phases of like really productive spouts and then really slacking off. Like the most productive spurt was the 170 plus daily uploads that I did for my daily vlogs. And to be fair, I was making dailies, but they were at some point I was making them just for the sake of making them. And so I would just like briefly talk about the movie I watched. It's just not really that interesting. 50 views per video. It's like I had some loyal fans who would watch me every day, but it wasn't growing my channel. And I realized I needed to pivot. And I'm back in the stage where I'm daily uploading again. And I am recording my daily thoughts again. But I have a bit more experience into just what might be a title that's a bit more clickable. And so I think just from that experience, I'm better off than I was exactly a year ago when I was uploading daily. And so to get to your point of how do you overcome this resistance, and to let you know what happened after I stopped my daily uploads, I had like 2 to 3 months, maybe even longer, of making one video every 2 to 3 weeks. And they were supposed to be high quality videos, but I literally could have made them in like 4 days or less. Other than doing the challenge, which was just filming myself for every day for like 7 days or something like that. So even then, I could have made it in a week and a half or less. So I was slacking. I was slacking at that point. And I was slacking up till recently. And now I'm back on a roll. And so the solution, it feels like I'm trying to figure out how I got into this state again, because it's multiple things. Like, one is time of working in the day. Like, you told me that stream of consciousness writing that I was doing at first thing in the morning, I feel less resistance than working on YouTube videos, so I should work on YouTube video first. So that's what I've been doing lately. So when I wake up, I don't even go downstairs to drink water. I just immediately turn on my desktop and I start editing the video or videos that I filmed previously. And I realized, because I'm not gonna film first thing in the morning looking like that and thirsty, but I will edit first thing in the morning. And so like that's the best time to get the editing done. I can chomp out a video first thing in the morning within an hour and a half. Sometimes 2 hours if it's more complex. But time of day, I've had to move the gym further away. And then time of day and yeah, first thing in the morning, and then also just encouragement from people like commenters who are saying, even if you uploaded a 2 to 5 minute video every single day of your daily thoughts or what you're going through, I think people would love to hear that. I just got that comment. I saved it in my document. I highlighted it. I started talking with that person on Discord. And that really gave me a boost of motivation. Like, yeah, I just need to enjoy enjoying the process. Like, I have a scripted video that is like 1,500 words long, but I haven't even filmed it and made it because I don't feel like doing it right now. So whatever I feel like filming next, I'll just, what am I thinking right now that I want to record? And I'll just sit down. This is what I did this morning. I sat down. I was like, what do I want to say? And then I think about it, and then I record it, and now I can edit it tomorrow morning. So going with the flow of this is the main point that I'm saying in this point, which is enjoying the process, doing what you love, and loving what you do is so important. Because if you don't like the video that you're making, maybe the answer is to make another video that you want to make more than that one.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So it's a combination of all these different factors that have combined, and now I feel like I'm on a roll. And yeah, there are probably more things, but those are the things that I can think of off the top of my head.
Mm-hmm. Logistically speaking, do you actually, so you have a bed? Is your desk and your bed in the same room?
This is my
Or
bed right here.
so you wake up from that specific bed in the
Yeah,
morning.
yeah.
You do you go to the bathroom at all? You just go straight to your desk?
So I turn on my desktop, and while it's turning on, I'll go pee, and then maybe weigh myself, and then I put my weight in the morning every day on an Excel graph or Google spreadsheet graph, and then I come back, put my phone on the dresser so I can't reach it from my desk. It's on Do Not Disturb, and I sit at my desk and I open a new file for Premiere Pro and I start editing.
I see. You don't even like wash your face or shower,
So,
brush your teeth.
sometimes like this morning, I felt like okay, I have the motivation to. So after I peed, I brush my teeth, wash my face, shave, and then come and start editing. But I'll still have my dressing gown on. I didn't even change.
Okay. But do you always do that, the self-care routine, or do you sometimes skip it, just pee and then go back and work?
So sometimes I'll do the brush teeth, and sometimes I won't, and I'll do it after I edit.
Right.
Yeah, but editing starts within 30 minutes of waking up. It's either bathroom brush teeth and edit, or just edit with nothing in between.
Okay. Okay. Thank you for indulging me with these questions. So just just so I'm clear, so you wake up, because I actually struggle with this. So you wake up, you get out of bed, you wear the same clothes that you do while you're on the bed, so you
Sleeping,
don't.
yeah. Yeah, this is my sleepwear.
Right, right. And you go straight to the bathroom, you pee. Pee is always there. You always
Yeah,
pee.
I have to pee. Yeah, I have to pee.
Logistically, you can't really skip that. So you pee. Sometimes you brush your teeth, sometimes you don't.
Yeah.
So sometimes literally after pee, the next activity after pee is literally editing.
Yeah.
But sometimes
I,
sometimes
I
you would.
I have to turn on my desktop as soon as I wake up. And while it's turning on, I go to the bathroom.
Okay, okay, I see. Okay, because for me, I kept thinking that these routines, like you wake up, you kind of sometimes you shower, sometimes you don't shower. You at least wash your face. You kind of shave and
Hmm.
put on whatever cream. If you put on creams and you
Yeah,
shave
yeah, yeah. I
your
put on
teeth.
cream.
I kept thinking that those are like mandatory activities in the morning, and I don't know if it's okay to skip them. I sometimes feel disgusted if I skip them, but at the same time, I feel like I'm much um, ready to drop into a workflow if I just wake up and go to my desk and start working right
Hmm.
there without without even peeing. I'm just
Hmm.
not caring about my basic need. I'm just go straight to the desk and I start editing. That I can just almost always just go straight into the flow of work if I do that. But sometimes I'm not sure if it's okay to do it because I don't know if I imagine a third person looking at me skipping all that shit. You're like, oh, you're a caveman, bro. Like, take care of yourself first, kind of thing. So yeah,
You can do it after you edit. After you're done editing, you can brush your teeth, wash your face, like you can do it after. And if you're not like going out with bad breath and like not washing your face, then as long as you get it done before you leave the house, no one cares.
yeah, that's a great point. Okay, okay, thank you. So getting permission from Paul to be disgusting in the morning.
That's what
Yeah.
Hamza said, man. Hamza said like he says he wakes up, he has bad breath and he just starts scripting and filming. And so when he's filming, he literally has like really stinky breath and like he's just in his bathrobe or something and he'll film first thing in the morning at like 4 a.m. or 5 a.m.
Mhm.
because that is the hardest task and he outsources his editing, so like he just has to script and film, so that's his hardest task and he does it as soon as he wakes up.
Mm, nice,
Yeah,
nice. Paul, you also mentioned about deadline.
yeah,
I don't know
deadlines.
if you mentioned about it specifically, but I think you referenced it when you said that back when you were doing the one video a day, you obviously have a very clear deadline of
Uh-huh.
one video. So by the end of the day, one video needs to come out.
Hmm.
You said that that makes you very productive, but it does sound like sometimes uh, it it causes the quality of the video to decrease. So sometimes you would make a video just for the sake of making it.
Mhm.
Uh, so maybe if you have a couple more days to work on that video, maybe it will become better as you have time to think about what's worth saying, what you want to say, or how to edit the video, so on and so forth. But because you have to rush the video out, maybe the video is not as good as it can be if it gets more time. But at the same time, when you remove the deadline completely,
Mhm.
you said that it definitely reduced your productivity, but at the same time, it's not obvious that this improved your quality. Right? You said that
It
sometimes
didn't. Yeah.
it didn't. So it's like a video that you could make in 4 days, but you just made it in like 2 weeks instead. It's not like
Yeah.
any different because of the more time. It's just late. Came out later. That's it.
Mhm.
Um, so I definitely saw that, and I'm not sure how to solve it because I am definitely more productive with a deadline. Right?
Mhm.
The video, if I say, okay, live or die, gun to the head, by the end of this week, one more video needs to come out. Well, then one more video will come out by the end of the week. It may not be good, but that video will come out. It'll be released on YouTube, and I'll be like, oh, maybe if I have like one more day to work on it, it'll be better. But but if I have no deadline, then well, I'll just work on this video for a year for all I care,
Mhm.
right? It'll come out whenever I think it comes out, and it'll never come out. I'm not sure how to balance it.
I I have the perfect answer for that, which was it was from a YouTube video of a big YouTuber being interviewed, and the guy with over 100,000 subscribers was like, I am a perfectionist, so the first year of YouTube, I made 9 videos that year because I was perfecting each video, and I realized that was the wrong way to play YouTube. You need as many iterations as fast as possible. And so he said the only way that he overcame that perfectionist thing was setting deadline and upload schedule. And he said, yeah, it's only 70% as good as I want it to be, but the last 30% is not worth the extra day or two or three because so for him, I think he does pretty high quality videos and he would do them once every 2 weeks. But and for me, what got me back into shape was I wasn't posting regularly, and then I said, okay, this is not going anywhere. I have to set a schedule. So I set it to every Tuesdays and Fridays. So I started with a Tuesday and Friday upload schedule. I announced it on a community post and I said, this will be my upload schedule. So once I said that, I committed to it. And then I built up a stockpile of videos as I was trying to work hard to make many to schedule in the future. And that's when it built up to 5, and I was like, okay, I'm willing to do daily again. But the initial transition was setting an upload schedule and announcing it to my fans. That was the step number 1 that got me going again.
Mm, okay. Okay.
You should announce it, not just think about it. You should announce it to your fans in a community post, and yeah, make it
Mhm.
public.
Mhm.
Yeah, that's what got me as well. I announced it to my fans. The thing that I've been struggling with is I haven't been showing up for the lives, but the video posting I've been doing every single week. I think I said I would go live on Wednesdays and post on Sundays. I haven't been going live on Wednesdays. I've been struggling to get there, but I've always been dropping the video on Sundays. It's just I don't know. I feel like I owe it to my watchers or whatever it is. I'm not sure what it is, but it makes me do it for sure. It's a good way to get it out there. And another thing you could do if you're worried about that extra 30%, you could set a first draft deadline. Let's say you post like me on Sunday, you could set a first draft deadline by like Thursday or Friday, and then that gives you Saturday to do any of that extra 30% touch ups that you want to do. If that's like if you're kind of structured in that way, I don't know if that would work for me personally, but it could be a way for you to have that little bit of extra time to make some tweaks after it's done, instead of getting to Sunday being like, ah, shit, I have to post now. Whatever's on here is just going over to YouTube now, you know?
Mm. Nice, nice. That's
Yeah.
very valuable. I'll write down these things.
Yeah.
I think a schedule will definitely help me.
Yeah, if you don't have an upload schedule, there's only procrastination waiting for you.
Right. Yeah,
It's also bad for the algorithm too, because the algorithm will learn when you post and boost your videos better.
oh, is that right? Okay.
Yeah.
Because I've decided to never trust my brain, just given my experience. It will always come up with ways to delay the video. It's actually incredibly creative with its excuses. It's actually someone should just record them because they're so ingenious of a problem solver to delay the video from coming out.
Yeah.
Yeah. Nice. Thanks, guys. This
Do
is
you
very
think you can do a video a week, Lewis?
um yeah, I think I can. Um I'm still working on my process because it seems like I'm settling into a niche. I don't know if I am, but if I am settling into this sort of commentary niche, it should then be easy for me to settle on a process as well. First start researching and then writing and then filming and then editing, and it shouldn't be hard to find a structure that way of my process and then settle on a schedule. I don't know if it should be one video a week or two videos a week, or one video every 2 weeks. I don't know what kind of videos I'll make. I definitely want to lean towards more iterations, because it's the only reason why I managed to get my video monetized, my channel monetized. The only reason is I've come across a couple of what would you call it, articles online or just information that really stresses iteration over perfection. That was the only reason I was able to get this channel monetized, because what they said is essentially, I don't know what good is, right? I want to make a video perfectly good, but I don't know what it is. I don't know what it's like. The only reason I can find out, the only way I can find out is by posting videos and see the reactions from the audience, and that's what defines good. Me in my head thinking what's good is not good. The market defines what's good. The feedback that comes back defines what's good. And I had been somewhat good in keeping that philosophy, so I want to keep that going. I don't want to just be locked in perfectionism.
Yeah, perfection is the enemy of progress.
Yeah, true.